WALL-E is easily one of my favorite animated characters, mainly because of his innocence and the unique personality he develops throughout the movie. There's just something about his journey and his relationship with Eve that makes him stand out. Let's dive deeper into his character and explore the connection he forms with Eve during the movie. First of all, WALL-E has been on Earth for about 700 years, completely alone. His job is to clean up the planet, but after so much time by himself, something remarkable happens. He develops sentience. This isn't something he was supposed to do. Originally, he was just a robot programmed to compact trash and clean Earth, but over time, he starts to show personality and curiosity. This glitch in his system makes him truly special. Even though WALL-E stays focused on his task of cleaning, he doesn't just follow his programming blindly. He finds ways to enjoy it and has a childlike wonder about the world. Instead of simply crushing everything he finds, he gets distracted by unique or interesting items in the trash. He's a collector, and his most prized possession is an old VHS tape of Hello Dolly. It's from this tape that he learns about love, specifically holding hands. For him, holding hands is the ultimate symbol of affection, something he deeply desires despite being alone for centuries. But he's not entirely alone. He has a little cockroach friend named Hal who keeps him company through all those years. It's a small but important companionship for WALL-E, showing that even a robot can crave some form of connection. Still, there's a sense that WALL-E knows there's more to life than just compacting trash and hanging out with Hal. He dreams of something bigger. This is where Eve comes in. When WALL-E meets her, it's love at first sight for him. Eve is sleek, advanced, and on a mission, but WALL-E's feelings for her are pure and immediate. What's especially endearing is how protective he becomes of her, even when she powers down after retrieving the plant. WALL-E, not fully understanding why she shut down, assumes she's like him, powered by solar energy. So, he takes it upon himself to protect her, placing her on top of his transport in hopes that exposure to the sun will recharge her. He is willing to go to great lengths to protect her, even when it means braving the toughest conditions on Earth. Whether it's a downpour of rain, a powerful sandstorm, or other harsh weather changes, WALL-E does everything in his power to make sure she's safe. It's clear that love hit him hard the moment he met Eve. She quickly became something incredibly special to him, something he had never experienced before. For a robot who spent centuries alone, suddenly having this deep emotional attachment was life-changing. One of the standout moments in the movie happens when WALL-E is at the repair center. When he sees the equipment being used to fix robots, he mistakes it for something much worse. In his eyes, it looks like they're torturing Eve, and without hesitating, he jumps in to save her. Even though he doesn't fully understand what's going on, his instinct is to protect her at all costs. This moment shows just how deep his love for her runs. He's willing to put himself in danger because he thinks she's in trouble. It's both brave and a little naive, but that's part of what makes WALL-E so charming. At the same time, WALL-E also knows when to back off in situations that are beyond his control. He recognizes that Eve is far more capable in certain moments, especially when things get dangerous. Instead of always trying to be the hero, he trusts Eve to handle it, even though his instinct is to always stay close by. There's a real tenderness in how WALL-E respects Eve's abilities, and when he senses that his interference is frustrating her, he feels genuine remorse. He doesn't want to upset her, but his love for her keeps pulling him back. Even though WALL-E sometimes feels like he's getting in Eve's way, he can't help but follow her and offer his help. His devotion to her is unshakable, and he sticks by her side, even when it's clear that she's focused on her own mission. From the beginning of the movie, he is fascinated by the idea of love, and when he meets Eve, he desperately wants to share that experience with her. Every time he's around her, he tries his best to express his love in the only ways he knows how, whether it's holding hands or simply being there to support her. At first, Eve doesn't really return WALL-E's affections. She's focused on completing her directive and doesn't seem to notice his attempts to win her over. But as the movie progresses, we see their relationship evolve. Slowly but surely, Eve starts to appreciate his loyalty, kindness, and selflessness. One of the most beautiful things about WALL-E is how the movie shows that love goes far beyond simple gestures like holding hands. WALL-E learns that real love is about understanding someone, building trust, and accepting who they are and what they're meant to do. This deeper understanding of love is something that makes his character truly unique, and it's what gives the movie its heart. Wherever he goes, WALL-E has a huge impact on the people and robots he meets. Take Mo, the cleaner robot, for example. Mo is obsessed with cleanliness and stays rigidly focused on his job, but when he encounters WALL-E, who leaves dirt everywhere he goes, it pushes him to act on his own for the first time. It's like WALL-E's presence makes Mo step out of his routine and think differently. Then there are the humans aboard the Axiom, like Mary and John. These two, like everyone else on the ship, have been completely absorbed by technology, barely interacting with each other or the world around them. But WALL-E's influence breaks through that isolation. He makes them notice the world outside their screens, and they learn to enjoy each other's company for the very first time. It's a subtle, yet powerful change, showing how even the smallest acts of connection can transform people's lives. Another key moment comes when he leaves a tiny bit of dirt on the captain's hand. This might seem like a minor detail, but it sparks the captain's curiosity about Earth. That small amount of dirt leads the captain to start learning about the planet's history, its ecosystems, and why it's so important for humanity to return. His simple action has a domino effect, playing a crucial role in humanity's eventual decision to go back to Earth and start rebuilding. For me, though, the most important impact WALL-E has is on Eve. She starts the movie following her directive with strict precision, focused entirely on her mission to find plant life on Earth. She's programmed to do a job, and she doesn't stray from that. But WALL-E's love and persistence slowly break through her rigid exterior. He helps her see beyond her programming and encourages her to embrace her own feelings. Throughout the movie, he shows a lot of bravery, even though he's just a small trash compacting robot. One of the biggest examples of this is when he follows Eve into space, chasing after her to the Axiom. WALL-E doesn't know what's waiting for him out there in the vastness of space, but instead of being scared, he's filled with wonder. He admires everything he sees, showing that his curiosity and determination are stronger than any fear he might have. One of his most heroic moments happens when he literally holds the holo detector open to make sure the plant can be placed inside and complete the mission to return the humans to Earth. It's an intense moment, and WALL-E is putting himself in serious danger to make it happen. Even though he's badly hurt and could have backed off, he puts the mission and others' well-being before his own safety. This selflessness is one of the things that makes him such an amazing character. WALL-E isn't perfect, though. He makes mistakes, and sometimes people get upset with him because of that. But what makes him special is that he doesn't hold grudges. He's incredibly forgiving, and when things go wrong, he doesn't waste time blaming anyone. Instead, he takes responsibility and tries to set things right. If someone is upset with him, whether it's his fault or not, WALL-E always tries to make things better. He owns up to his actions and constantly tries to improve, which is a rare and admirable trait. It's pretty much impossible not to love WALL-E because of how genuine he is. His character is filled with so much heart and innocence that you can't help but root for him. He's brave, selfless, and always tries to do the right thing, even when things don't go his way. By the end of the movie, when the humans finally return to Earth, WALL-E is badly damaged from everything he's been through. Eve does everything she can to save him, working as fast as possible to fix him. For a moment, it seems like he has lost his memory, like he's forgotten everything, including his love for Eve. It's a heartbreaking moment, but when he finally remembers and holds Eve's hand, it's one of the most beautiful and satisfying endings in animated movie history. WALL-E might be an underrated movie, but it deserves so much praise. The storytelling is powerful, the characters are amazing, and the love story between WALL-E and Eve is both simple and beautiful. It's a movie that has everything: heart, adventure, and a message about love and humanity that resonates deeply, which makes it one of my favorite Pixar movies of all time.